All right, everybody, we're going to take a small tour with the MacBook Pro and just browsing through some of the features here and looking at some of the files. And so we're going to look at some of the YouTube features as well, the Google search, Yahoo, the emails. It's just fun exploring and walking through the computer system. Those that have Mac Pros, I know you all are using it for multitasking, your businesses, your jobs, your projects, all your social media. So much to do with the Mac Pro. So thank you for coming on this tour with me, and we're going to have a little fun here. So thank you for tuning in. And of course, on the side of the computer, you have all the jacks, the headphones, USB, all of the ports, so to get you started. And this is the main screen here, and all the files. You have edit, you have the view, you have the go, Windows options, helps. So it's just numerous settings on the computer, and the main one is the preferences. So that takes you to the general apps and desktop and screensavers. It takes you to the dock, mission controls, and of course Siri. You can speak in voice command, whatever you want to do to navigate. That sounds pretty fun. And of course your help feature, whatever you need help on, you can talk to the help support, type in your questions, or you can voice text your questions, getting around. And I love it because it has the Bluetooth features, the CD and the DVD. It's always good to put a CD or DVD in to play your whatever you need to play, information, music, movies.
First, you have to tell me where you are.
Laptops.
In Security and Privacy Settings, choose the Privacy tab. Under Location Services, check Enable Location Services and Siri and Dictation.
So, as you know, you can voice text Google, the Yahoo Mail, wherever you want to go in the laptop. And you can do it hands-free using the mouse.
Tell me about
to
the
click
MacBook
various
Pro.
things, but if you want it hands-free,
Apple.com should
you can
be
do a
able
lot
to
of
answer that
hands-free
question and more.
maneuvering and voice commands all over the computer and in every option. And here we have the emails, as well as the, you can pull up the Gmails. And so all the features you have at your accessibility, all of the bag out features that are going in and out. And as we see at the end bar, well, we have the Finder, Siri, Launchpad. You have the mails, various types of mail, Epson mail, DVD player options. That's one of my favorites right here, Office. I can go in there, and this is one of my favorite features on the Mac Pro is pulling up my files, pulling up different articles, teachings, and I can be able to type whatever topic I want to type on, whether it be health and nutrition, or whether it be concerning the scriptures, Old Testament, New.
MacBook Awards. And now, introducing your host, Mr. Luke Miani.
Thank you all so much for coming, and welcome to the 2019 MacBook of the Decade Awards. Today, we're here to celebrate the best and the worst MacBooks of the past 10 years. That's right, while the 2010s might be ending, they leave behind a wide palette of MacBooks, both good and bad. So let's run through the 2011 MacBook Pro, and then made their way to the Mac Mini and even the iMacs were death traps. They started failing left and right, and by far and away the hardest hit were the 15-inch MacBook Pros. Apple launched a replacement program to address this issue, where they would replace the logic board in your computer for free up to 4 years after the device was made. But the problem was, they were replacing these faulty logic boards with logic boards that also had the faulty AMD graphics, so it would just happen again and again and again until they ran out of the program, and then you were stuck with a dead laptop. There's no cost-effective way to fix this problem, and these computers are all going to fail eventually. And that's why the 2011 15-inch MacBook Pro comes in at number 1 of the worst MacBook of the decade. So now that we've run through the worst MacBooks of this decade, let's talk about the best. Coming in at number 5 is the 2015 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro. This is probably one of the most popular MacBook Pros in the entire world. These things are everywhere. And for good reason. The 2015 13-inch was the last of the original generation Retina MacBook Pro, and it has a lot going for it. It's got the famously fast model, finally comes with a 0.5 terabyte of storage, we've got 6 and 8 core processors, finally adequate cooling, fantastic graphics that even rival iMacs, brand new iMacs, it's hard to believe. And of course, it's the first computer to ditch the butterfly keyboard since 2015 and finally go back to something that works, the scissor switch. The keyboard is fantastic, and for the first time since the 17-inch was discontinued in 2012, we have a larger display than 15 inches on a MacBook. Now sure, there are some downsides to this MacBook Pro. We're still limited to 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports, and there's no upgradability. The RAM and the SSD are soldered on there. But apart from that, everything about this MacBook Pro is better, and it didn't carry a price increase with it. You gotta remember that when the 2012 MacBook Pro with Retina display came out, it had a price increase of $400 over the unibody models. And they had the same specs too. It's crazy. And now, it's finally time to reveal the best MacBook of the decade. And it is the mid-2015 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro. This was the last of the original Retina MacBook Pros before the Touch Bar generation came in and arguably ruined things, at least for a couple of years. The 2015 is overall fantastic. It has a reliable scissor switch keyboard, all the ports you would need including HDMI, USB-A, and an SD card slot. Please, I just want the SD card slot back. It's got a crisp and bright Retina display, fast SSDs that could be upgraded after the fact. I've got a 1 terabyte drive in this one. It only costs $100. They also come with Haswell quad-core i7s that hold up very well to this day, and they come with very capable Radeon M370X graphics with 2 gigs of VRAM on the higher-end models. These 2015s are still popular to this day amongst pros. They have all the ports they need, they've got the great keyboard, decent and plenty of horsepower to keep up with pro tasks. These things are great for web design, music production, content creation, video editing, photo editing, a whole host of tasks. These things are great. And as an added bonus, you can get them with the dual graphics for easily under $1,000 these days, which is a really great deal. And that's why the mid-2015 15-inch dual graphics MacBook Pro is the best MacBook of this decade. So, thank you all so much for tuning in to the 2019 MacBook of the Decade Awards. The best and worst MacBooks have been crowned, and I'm interested to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Obviously, I couldn't go through every single MacBook here. There are other good ones and bad ones, but I wanted to just stick to the top 5 and the bottom 5. So, as usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please consider following me on Twitter, @LukeMiani, and as usual, don't forget to join my subreddit.
And so with the home screen, we also have the music dock. You have FaceTime. Many people use the FaceTime. You can use that all over the world. Awesome feature. Looking forward to using that as well, with the ministry, teaching, blogging with other friends and social media users. You have Google Maps, and as well, they have Apple TV, which I have to learn how to activate that. And this here is Twitter. You can do your basic log-ons, save pictures, drag them over to your files. Twitter people, they upload many types of videos and things like that. So all of that can be downloaded. Save whatever you like. Yep, so this is Twitter. I was going to log on, but I changed my mind. And I'm going to try to get to the next feature on the computer. These are nice mountains. I could have changed the screensaver, but I decided to keep it. I like it, the majesticness of it. It looks so, the nature is so profound. The waters and the mountains coming out. Yep, so the options here are endless with this. So they're also, it has a book category. You can store your books. This here is Google. You can Google in whatever you're looking up. Department stores, furniture stores. You can type in the latest updates, the news alerts, breaking news, all kinds of things like that. And then it has a feature called stickies. You can stick different
What is
features.
the most expensive Mac Pro?
You can remind yourself with notes.
Here's what I found.
Things like that. You have a calculator on here. The App Store. Go to the App Store and do whatever you have to do, purchasing things. Try to get discounts if you can. And also we have a system preference. Adobe Flash Player install messengers. And you have, I just got through downloading the Android file transfer. So I want to take my Android, hook it up to the Mac Pro, and so I can transfer over pictures or videos. It's always a nice feature to have. And what else do we have? As you can see, this is a Mac storage capacity OS Catalina. And this is the version 10.15.5. This Mac Pro is a 15-inch screen. It has let me see if I can pull it up. Processor of 2.3 gigahertz, quad core, Intel Core 7. And the memory is 16 gigabytes, 1600 megahertz DDR3. We have the graphics, Intel HD graphics, 4000, 1536 MB. And it has all kinds of system supports. You have your software updates. And you can click that to appear when it's needed, or you can click a feature automatically. It can update automatically, or you can do a manual click when it's time to update your system. And I just did an update. I think it was yesterday. I was at what was I at? I was at version 10.15.4 just recently, and then the update came for the version 10.15.5 with this MacBook Pro. This is a 2012, but with a 2020 program. As you saw, the gentleman was speaking in the video, the best 5 MacBook Pros and the 5 worst MacBook Pros. So it was just a intriguing thing to see that this MacBook that I have is one of the top 5 all time. And many professionals use this. Let's see if I can find some other features here. Okay, the system preferences. We have all of the energy saving time. the time machine apps, printers and scanners, keyboard options. We have the trackboards. We have the mouse features, security and privacy. And once again, you have a lot of storage on these MacBook Pros. You can store so many files, DVDs, teachings, all kinds of music. And we have the dock settings. So I want to learn how to edit videos as soon as I can using the Mac Pro. I usually edit my videos with my cell phone, my Android. And this is Yahoo. And so I was just checking out some of the headlines, some of the breaking news. This right here is the top 10 news alerts. This is the top trending news. Browsing through the Yahoo. And it's very smooth. My family members said the computer is fast compared to theirs. Very smooth and extremely fast. Navigating through the different options and the features, all of the social medias, and it's very cool as you browse through Facebook and Messenger. Video downloads is always nice. And Instagram, I was thinking about downloading Instagram and having that on the MacBook Pro. And so it's just so much to learn. I was just browsing through here. These are the different face masks. Somebody's advertising face masks. Reasonable prices. Look at all these different face masks. Face masks for men. Face masks for women. Look at these different designs they got. So it's just endless browsing you can do on the internet. It's so fun. And usually I don't work from laptops, but in this case, I had a special friend bless me with this laptop for the ministry to be able to get a lot of teachings done and videos put up. I can be able to do a lot of writing and store it with all of the room that we have on here. So that is very unique, and so grateful to be able to understand how to work it. I'm still learning. I have a long way to go. And those that are watching the video, thanks for tuning in, hanging in there with me. And maybe I'll do a part 2 to the MacBook Pro. So many people desire to have one for their businesses, music producers, singers, your college students, adults. They use it for a better experience on the internet. It's one heck of a machine. And so what we have here, like I say, the book feature. This is the GPS maps, giving you a better concordance of the area. And you can do a lot of tagging, highlighting different states and things like that. This is calendar features. Yep, so it's so much to share, and this is just a little small tour on the laptop. Very intriguing. I love the features. Yeah, and so the television features, I'm going to get that activated as soon as I can. The NBA, they're trying to figure out how they're going to start their season, what they're going to do. The women's professional league, the women's professional basketball league, I think they're going to start their season up pretty soon. I heard an announcement. Baseball, I have to check and see what they're going to do with the Major League season with the COVID-19 shut-in. It's almost been 4 months now.
Hey Siri,
So I'm going to browse the sporting
how much is
apps
the
and
Apple
the sports
11?
browsers on this Mac Pro and get the updates. It's a lot
Here's
of
what
big
I found.
heavyweight fights that's supposed to be being set up. Heavyweight division, the middleweight division, welterweight, heavyweight boxing world, and so there are different media and entertainment is slowly coming back from the shut-in. So I'll do a part 2 to this and do some technical things.
How much does it
on the
cost to
next
fly
video.
to Africa?
Thank you all for hanging in there and watching. I appreciate it. And
How much does it
if you wanna
cost to fly to
subscribe,
Africa?
You can subscribe.
I found this on the web.
If you want to click a like or comment the computer that you have, feel free. And thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you all soon, and have a great day.